Used daily, one very simple habit could help prevent up to 90% of common diseases after age 60. It can protect your memory, lower your risk of cancer, and keep your blood vessels strong. It's natural, easy to follow, and backed by real science. Stick around until the end, because how you practice it is what makes it powerful. The first habit, surprisingly simple but often ignored, is drinking a full glass or two of water first thing in the morning. It may sound basic, but for people over 60, this routine is a game changer. After a full night's rest, your body has gone 6 to 8 hours or more without any fluids. That gap leads to mild dehydration, which may not seem like a big deal at first, but it quietly affects your memory, circulation, digestion, and even raises the risk of certain cancers. During sleep, your body loses water through breathing, sweating, and natural processes. This small but steady loss thickens the blood, slows digestion, and limits how well oxygen travels to key organs like the heart, brain, and kidneys. That's why so many older adults wake up feeling groggy, stiff, or foggy-headed. Over time, being even a little dehydrated day after day increases inflammation, which is a major cause of heart disease, arthritis, and cancers. Starting your day with water thins the blood, eases the heart's workload, and improves circulation. Since the brain is about 75% water, hydration also keeps your memory sharp and your focus steady. A study in the Journal of Nutrition confirmed that even mild dehydration can lead to forgetfulness and slower reaction times. Drinking water also helps the kidneys and liver flush out toxins, reducing the risk of kidney stones, urinary tract infections, and long-term disease. The best way to begin is simple: drink 16 to 32 ounces of clean, room-temperature water before coffee, tea, or breakfast. Make it part of your daily routine. Take Harold, for example. At 82, he had borderline high blood pressure and frequent forgetfulness. His doctor recommended morning hydration. Within weeks, his energy improved, his blood pressure stabilized, and his memory slips became less frequent. He realized he wasn't sick, he was just dehydrated. Keep a bottle near your bed so you never skip it. A hydrated body is more resilient and better prepared for the challenges of aging. The second habit is brisk walking. You don't need marathons or mountains. Just a daily walk at a steady pace makes a massive difference after age 60. Walking strengthens the heart, lungs, muscles, joints, and brain, all with very little risk of injury. Studies suggest it can help prevent or manage nearly 90% of chronic diseases. When you walk for 15 to 30 minutes, your heart pumps harder, sending oxygen-rich blood throughout your body. This nourishes the brain, lubricates joints, and improves how muscles absorb glucose. The American Diabetes Association reports that regular walking can reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes by up to 30% for those at risk. Walking also protects the brain. A 2018 study in neurology found that older adults who walked briskly had a larger hippocampus, the part of the brain linked to memory and learning. That means better recall and lower chances of cognitive decline. Walking also lowers cancer risk by balancing hormones, improving immunity, and reducing inflammation. For results, walk with purpose. Aim for a pace that gets your heart rate up and leaves you a little out of breath. Swing your arms naturally, and whenever possible, walk outdoors for sunlight and fresh air. You don't need a gym, just comfortable shoes. Consider Carol, age 76. Concerned about high cholesterol, she started walking daily. She began with 5 minutes and gradually built to 20. Within 6 months, her cholesterol improved, her sleep became deeper, and her brain fog disappeared. She even got back into crossword puzzles. For her, walking wasn't just exercise, it gave her a sense of confidence and independence. The third habit is mindful, diaphragmatic breathing. It may sound minor, but it has big effects on stress, memory, and immunity. Just 5 to 10 minutes a day of slow belly breathing activates the body's rest and repair system. It lowers cortisol, eases inflammation, and improves mood. A 2020 study in Frontiers in Physiology showed that deep breathing improves heart rate variability, a key marker of stress resilience and heart health. It also stimulates the vagus nerve, which helps digestion, lowers blood pressure, and improves sleep. Pair this breathing with quiet mindfulness. Just sitting still, observing your thoughts without judgment. It clears mental clutter and builds emotional strength. Frank, 82, tried this after struggling with high blood pressure. Within 2 months, his pressure dropped, his irritability faded, and he could focus on reading again. His story shows how calming the nervous system benefits the entire body. The fourth habit is short, controlled exposure to cold water. No, you don't need ice baths. A splash of cool water on your face, a 30-second cold rinse after a shower, or dipping your hands in chilled water is enough. Cold water wakes up circulation, reduces inflammation, boosts mood, and strengthens immunity. This works by briefly stressing the body in a good way, forcing it to adapt. Blood vessels narrow and reopen, circulation improves, and oxygen delivery increases. The body also releases norepinephrine, a neurotransmitter that reduces inflammation and sharpens focus. A 2016 study suggested cold showers may reduce depression symptoms, while 2014 research showed immune function improves with cold exposure. For seniors, this habit also activates brown fat, which burns energy to regulate blood sugar and metabolism, very helpful for weight and diabetes concerns. Start small, end a warm shower with 15 to 30 seconds of cold, and build up gradually. Gloria, age 76, added cold water at the end of her showers. Within weeks, she felt sharper in the morning, her knees were less stiff, and her mood lifted. Cold exposure can revive both body and spirit. The fifth habit focuses on targeted breathing for brain health. While similar to mindful breathing, this technique is more precise. Controlled breathing boosts brain plasticity, helping the brain form new connections. A 2020 study in Nature found it may even lower dementia risk. Deep breathing massages internal organs, improves digestion, and helps the body absorb nutrients more effectively. George, 81, struggled with insomnia and memory lapses until his daughter taught him the 4-7-8 breathing technique. Within weeks, he fell asleep faster. Within months, his memory and blood pressure improved. He said, "It feels like my brain and body are finally in sync again." This practice restores connection with your body. Just 5 minutes a day of slow breathing, with exhalations longer than inhalations, reduces stress and supports the heart, brain, and digestion. The sixth and final habit is keeping a consistent sleep-wake schedule. Many people assume poor sleep is just part of aging, but it doesn't have to be. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even weekends, resets the body's internal clock, known as the circadian rhythm. This rhythm controls hormone release, tissue repair, and immune activity. Irregular sleep schedules disrupt these processes, raising the risk of heart disease, memory loss, and even Alzheimer's. A 2021 review in Sleep Medicine confirmed this link. Frances, 78, struggled for years with poor sleep. Nothing worked until she set a fixed bedtime at 10 p.m. and wake time at 6 a.m. Within 3 weeks, she felt energized in the morning, and her arthritis flare-ups became less frequent. Predictable sleep allowed her brain to clear toxins more effectively, and restored her energy. To adopt this habit, pick a bedtime that gives you 7 to 8 hours of rest. Stick with it, even after a rough night. Avoid caffeine, heavy meals, or screens before bed, and try calming routines like music or reading. These 6 habits, morning hydration, brisk walking, mindful breathing, cold water exposure, targeted breathing, and a consistent sleep schedule, are simple, science-backed, and life-changing. They don't require medication, expensive treatments, or major effort. They only require consistency. So, which one will you start today? Drinking that glass of water, taking a walk, or maybe trying deep breathing? Share your answer in the comments. And if this helped you, please like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps us keep creating content that empowers you to live healthier, longer, and with more joy.